Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lucore Automotive. Today I am finally going to introduce you to the 1971 Pontiac LeMans Sport. You've seen a little bit of this car in previous videos, but I've never really walked you around the entire car showing you the whole package. So today is going to be that video. Unfortunately, this is going to start a little awkward because on the side of the road, and it kind of cooked itself. So I had to walk about 1.5 miles that way to go get coolant, because I don't think there is any in it anymore. Hit it like 270 degrees on the gauge, so that's not good. Anyway, yeah, if you're interested, there's a 1971 LeMans Sport. It did make it to Pontiac Nationals and back. Unfortunately, that may have been its last journey for a little while. So, if you're interested, stick around, I'll tell you more. It's a 1971 LeMans Sport. So, the top of the line, as far as performance models go, right before it became a GTO. This is an original 350 2-barrel car. It is currently a 350 4-barrel. It did swap out the intake manifold for an Edelbrock intake manifold as well as an Edelbrock 4-barrel carburetor. It's about a 75,000 mile original car, and the rods, pistons, crank, all that stuff are the originals to the car. It has been blown apart, cleaned, and rebuilt with bearings and rings and such, and we honed the cylinder walls, but that's really about it. Otherwise, it's about as stock as it comes. We did upgrade to a set of long tube headers, because you always do. And then also did a set of QTP electric cutouts on it to make it loud and annoying. That way you're only loud and annoying when you want to be. Anyway, to our current problem. As I was driving home from Pontiac Nationals in Norwalk this past week, or this past weekend, I should say, it did have a little bit of a creeping issue on the gauge at the very end of the journey. No problems while driving. Now, I will also say that previous to this, when we went to Good Guys Nationals a couple of weeks back, the gentleman who drove this car for me, Jim, did notice that the temperature started to move off of where it always sits at 205. So I don't know what was going on there. We checked for leaks. There was no leaks that we could find anywhere. Everything seemed to be fine, and I've had zero issues with cooling up until yeah, about down the road. So what we're going to try is we're going to fill this thing with coolant, which is clearly going to take at least 2 gallons of coolant. And then we're going to try to get it down the road to the gas station and get 1 more gallon of coolant. Yeah, we still have a long way to go. And then we're going to try to nurse this thing back to the shop as quickly as possible with paying very close attention to the gauge. And then we'll figure out what's going on. Because it's hot rod season. It's not cool to have your hot rod broken. Have all been there. If you've ever been a hot rodder, you've been there. Alright, we are at, what, 190? We got about 1 mile to go, so we're going to crank her up, try to get her down there, and let her cool down some more, put some more coolant in it. Hopefully not puke out the 2 gallons we just put in it. Well, hey, she at least starts back up, that's a good sign. Coolant temps are dropping. Also a good sign. it's a bit loud. I do have the cutouts open, so it's loud. All right, temps are creeping just a little bit, just shy of 200. It does normally run about 205. Got ourselves a red light here, so let's hope for the best. Does sound good though, doesn't it? And we got up to 205 and then hanging out there, so maybe we're gonna get lucky. Hey, we've successfully made it back to the gas station where I just walked from. It stays right at 205, so we'll let her cool down for a little bit, put some more coolant in it, see what's up. All right. She's actually not even warm to the touch yet, so I'm guessing it's not fully up to temp. And it's hard to see exactly what we had coolant-wise going on here. Some of this is from me pouring it in. Yeah, she's not even up to temp yet. I don't know if you can see down there. She's way low still, even after 2 gallons. Yay! Oh, I really hope I didn't melt this car down. I love hot rodding. Okay, she's up to the top and bubbling down a bit. Don't see anything coming out from underneath it, so that's a good thing. I'll keep topping her up here. Going from there. Okay, about 2.5 gallons. There we go. It's really not how I wanted to introduce this car to you guys, but there she is. Ain't she a beaut? It was originally a green on green on green on green car, so green paint on green vinyl interior, on green carpet, and a green vinyl top. Only somebody from 1971 would consider that sexy. It's still rocking the green carpet in the green interior, green vinyl. Pretty clean car. Rally 2s, of course. All right, let's get this thing back to the shop, see what's going on here. So far we're holding steady right where she normally does. So stop and go stuff you always have to worry about with these cars. So we are stopping and not going. As far as a comfortable driver, I mean, you've got a couch, you've got ample legroom. Just sit back, relax, and cruise. It is a bit loud, sure, but that's why you have the switch, so you can turn it off if you need to. But power steering, easy to drive. It is four-wheel drum brakes, so you just, you know, plan ahead when it's time to stop. Well, That's not a good sign. I think we split a seam on the radiator. Because it's not coming from a hose. Yeah, hose is bone dry. Well, she's down about a half a gallon of coolant again. And if you look here, seems to be we have a leak from where the intake manifold and the water pump connect. So we have a twofold leak situation here. At the moment, our leak in the side over here that looked like it was split off the radiator is not currently leaking. But we're going to let this thing get up to temp and see exactly what the situation is here. So we'll let her run for a bit, get her up to temperature. Right now she's still super cold. For those who are interested, I'll show you the cutout situation. I actually love using cutouts on a lot of these cars because when you want to be loud and obnoxious, you can be loud and obnoxious, but you don't always want to be that way. You know, if you're coming home at 1 o'clock in the morning or you're coming home whenever, or you live in a nice neighborhood, rolling in at exceptionally loud decibels is not always the greatest thing. So going with a full exhaust that's loud all the time is one option, but you're always loud. Whereas the electronic cutouts allow you to be loud when you want to be and then quiet when you don't. So I can shut this thing back off and it's nice and quiet. And I've got the controller hidden underneath the seat here. Right there. So you just close it when you want to and open it when you don't. Personally, I love that as an option. On almost any hot rod, I love this as an option because it allows you to kind of show off when you want to show off and then be a nice person when you don't want to. So, anyway, looks like we're probably going to end up doing a radiator in this thing. The big question is going to be, do I go aftermarket radiator? Do I go aluminum radiator? Do I have this radiator rebuilt? Also, I got to deal with the water pump leak. There's a little seal gasket that goes in between the water pump and the intake manifold. If that's gone, that's going to be another portion of my problem. So, a couple of things I'm going to have to deal with. But hey, that's the 1971 LeMans Sport. There's my introduction. Not exactly how I wanted to introduce it to you guys, but whatever. That's how it goes, man. So, if you guys are interested, please follow along. This will be not really a build, but it'll be some more work going on the classic Pontiac world. Obviously, we do still have the 1970 Le Mans back here as well that still has to get wrapped up, hiding behind the fence. See that guy there? We've still got a couple of things we got to wrap up on it too. So we'll have some more of that stuff here coming soon as well. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do click on that subscribe button. Please do drop a comment in the comment section below. And like this video, because we appreciate it when you like us. And it lets YouTube know that you're actually paying attention to it. Oh, and if you haven't noticed it yet, yes, that's another Le Mans. We'll talk about that soon. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later.